swivels are concerned. Alright, now you have others like this called FSI steel, which is the same look as the Magpul, but it does generally the same thing. Okay, does Magpul's name make it any better? I'll let you be the deciding factor in that. I can't say that one is going to be better than the other. One could be manufactured better with better material, but only way you can tell that is to actually get it. So we'll look here. Right here you see a GDT AR ambidextrous end plate sling adapter with sling loop. Generally the same thing that the ASAP adapter does, but you know, like I said, once again, it could be cheaply made. We don't know until we actually get it. But $17 is not bad for somebody who's going to be doing a USA gun game or training scenarios. Okay, obviously overseas carrying that gun 8-12 hours a day, you need to have something that's going to work for you, and it's going to work all the time without hiccups. But guess what? Everything is man-made, human-made, or machine-made, has possibilities of breaking down. Alright, moving on to the next one. Do you want to go with a different handle? Okay, stock handles for me are okay. Okay, I've used both in classes. I use my Magpul handle and I've used stock handle. That's your choice. Let's look at handles. Handle or hand grip, whatever you call it, doesn't really matter. Let's do hand grip, because that didn't pull up. And I'm just, again, showing you guys exactly how I search my stuff out. Okay? Here we go. Rubber grip, hand grip, pistol grip. Alright, you have many different variations. Alright, here's the Magpul. It's going to run you about $28. Actually, I just paid $20 for one at a local gun shop. Here's a Tapco. That's an AK, never mind. Okay, anyhow, they're going to run anywhere from $15 to, what's up, $30 to $45, $50. Okay? Next thing on my list, what I get is I always attach a Magpul MOE RBG grip. Okay, it's basically a vertical grip. Alright, the reason I do vertical grip is because I like to pull the gun in that way. A lot of people, I used to use the AFG2, I think it's called, where it would angle my wrist, but what I found is that during shooting, that was not comfortable for me. Alright, I put that on, but it was not the most comfortable for me. Alright, so you gotta pick and choose what you use, and something that's gonna work for you all the time. It worked for me at first because I wasn't doing a ton of shooting, but when I began to do a ton of shooting with my AR, I realized that I couldn't do this all day with this type of setup. So it works good for you. You've even seen some competition shooters who put the skinny hand guards on their or hand rails, free float rails on their rifles, because that's the way they like to shoot it. All right, I see it almost every competition shooter go with some type of slim hand guard on the AR. But again, that's not for me. All right, although, you know, it might be right for you. So choose it in good pricing. This one runs at between $18 and $21. Again, I found one at my local gun shop that matched the colors of my AR, the last two that I bought. Okay, I also found a ambidextrous bolt release at one of my local gun shops for like $17 for the first time I bought one. And then my other two obviously have come from online sales. All right. What else? Sling. Let's look up sling. Uh-oh. Alright, so AR sling, you gotta ask yourself, alright, do I want a single point, a 2-point, 3-point, what kind of sling do I want? Well, ask yourself this: what am I doing exactly? Okay, my preference is a single point sling if I'm doing class stuff, and if I'm going to carry a gun, I can turn my single point sling into a 2-point sling. and that's made by Magpul. This one right here is the MS3 Sling. $33, not gonna cost you a whole lot of money. Alright, now, don't get me wrong, you can buy all this crap over time. There's no reason to spend all your money at one time unless you just got it like that. If you're a big baller, go ahead and spend the money. But otherwise, let this stuff build up because you don't necessarily need it right now. Now, you can always, again, go to a local gun shop, get yourself a 2-point sling, 1-point sling that'll probably cost $9 or $10. But $33 is not so bad for that, but they do have cheaper ones. Okay? Again, with anything, it comes through training and practice with this item, because if you just go out and buy a sling and you think it's going to be working for you, it's not going to happen. Alright? You're going to get out there and say, oh man, it's too skinny. Oh man, this is too thick. This ain't going to work for me. So make sure whatever you get is something that's going to work for you and your body. Okay? Is there anything that I'm missing? Alright, let's go to eBay really quick and show you something, because there is something that I think you could use also. Let's say that you bought one that was similar to mine without a buffer tube and a stock on it. There's a company out here on eBay selling something that I think is okay. It's pretty neat. It's a buffer tube and stock that comes all in one. Okay, so we in. Now, this kit right here is something that you could use if you were looking for an all-in-one kit. This kit includes the buffer tube, the spring, the adapters, the lug nut, castle nut, whatever you want to call it. Alright, proper name for it, I don't know. Keep it on the honesty level. Alright, but I think it's called like castle nut. Some people call it locking nut, castle nut. You know, to me it really doesn't matter what you call it. You know what it does. It basically locks in the buffer tube into the lower receiver on the back end. Alright, what it also does is hold down your ASAP adapter sling attachment, and also holds in your rear punch pin. Alright, so nevertheless, this is $69 for a total of everything. This stock appears to be pretty good looking. Honestly, again, you won't know until you actually use it. Another thing I just found is a Magpul sling and ASAP adapter kit that's showing sold out, but you have other ones on here, like this one right here. Alright, this comes with the MS2 sling. I know we just talked about the MS3 sling, which is the newer version, but the MS2 sling comes with the actual sling, ASAP ambidextrous sling with attachment point. Alright, very good stuff. $25, I mean, can't beat that. That's eBay for you. Alright, and then you go to my last item that I'll make a suggestion on. Okay, is a ambidextrous Bravo Company gunfighter charging handle. Alright, something with ambidextrous controls is very important on a charging handle, because when it comes to doing multiple sides of the gun, or switching from your support to your strong hand, you definitely want to make sure, or support to dominant hand, you want to make sure that you can operate the gun on both sides. It's also going to help you with what they call injured operator drills and incapacitation drills. Okay, that's about it. My only additive could be to add a nice flashlight to your accessories. Alright, you need a nice flashlight. Technically, you want the flashlight to be able to be operated from both sides. Okay, I always put my flashlight, which is a laser beam and light, it's really just a weapon mounted light, on my left side of my AR. The reason I do that is because I can operate with my thumb, because my thumb always sits on top of my my foregrip, or my hand grips, or my my rails no matter how I shoot left or right handed. So I can always operate with my thumb. I just have to shift over just a little bit. And remember, with your flashlight should always be monetary. Alright, what does that mean? That means you can cut it on and cut it off really quick. It shouldn't be one that just stays on. Because if you're actually using your flashlight at nighttime, the point is to not give yourself your position away, is to illuminate what you want to see for that time frame. Another thing is it gets people out of the habit of shining that flashlight on everything. Okay, remember, when it comes to shining a flashlight with a weapon mounted light, you are also pointing the muzzle at that person. Anyhow, hope you guys got something out of this. This was 2 parts. Be blessed, win the fight, and don't believe the hype. Make them show you. Ooh, 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 I love you. Milli Vanilli, stop it.